Hello folks, my name is Marvel Master and I welcome you to another video of the Witcher 3 modding tutorial series. In today's video I'm finally going to show you how you can replace character heads or equipment parts like gloves or boots or even armors. So let's start. First we are going to open our Modkitchen tool. And what we want to do today is to replace Geralt's head with another custom head. So I want to export specific files. In this case, I add a file, go to my uncooked folder. If you don't know how you can uncook your game, you can watch one of my first tutorials, but one side note, with the latest official modkit, uncooking does not work anymore, so this might only be working with earlier versions of the Witcher 3. So let's go on. If you have uncooked your game already days, months, weeks before, you can follow this process further. So I head to my uncooked folder, characters, models, Geralt, his head, model, and here is the head I want to change is in this case H00MG Geralt W2 mesh. So I click on it, hit open, then it loaded it into Modkit, and now we need an output directory, which in this case I will create into my ModWitcher folder. Create new folder, and I call this head tutorial. Please note you have to better write all letters small to avoid errors in any case. So press OK and then hit export. So this might take a few seconds. Yeah, we have to wait now. So it looks like exporting has finished. So now I can head to my ModWitcher folder, and here I got my folder head tutorial, characters, models, whatever. So inside my head tutorial folder I create another folder and call it raw. In there I put all folders that have been created by Modkitchen. So now inside here we got our raw files, the Geralt FBX model file and its XML file. So let me see. Okay, now we copy that folder right into the same head tutorial folder and rename it Moded. In here we can edit and change our values or the Geralt model head model. So now we are going to open Microsoft Visual Studio, because the FBX importer of Blender somehow can't read the bones of the FBX that has been exported by Modkitchen. So we have to do a little workaround. So open Microsoft Visual Studio. If you don't have it, you can download on the Microsoft website for free. I will put a link below in the description to for you to better finding. So now we in Visual Studio we open a file. In this case I head again to my ModWitcher folder, head tutorial, raw file, and open the Geralt FBX. Depending on your machine, this might take a few seconds. So here we got it, and without any changes we go to File and save it as a DAE file inside the raw folder. Save, and now we can close Microsoft Visual Studio. So now we open Blender and open up the DAE file we just created. So import collada default DAE and head to our ModWitcher folder, head tutorial, raw, characters, models, and so on, and open that DAE file. Import collada, and here we got it. These strange things you see here are just the bones. To get a better view on the model itself, you can click on the bones with right click and then head up on the right, click this button here and then select stick. So now you see the bones a little better way and the model itself. So first we are going to delete the lot 2, the lot 1, because imported are 2 lots, a high detail model and a low detail model. Let's check. This is the high detail model on the left and low detail model in the middle. So I right click the low detail model, here we got it, and just press delete. Enter, and we only have the high detail model left. So now I am going to import the custom head I want to use. In this case, this is head of Kratos from God of War games. I think it was an object file. Let me see. Yep. Here we got it. So I have to separate the head from the rest first. To get a better view, I leave all this selected, press M, and move the whole Kratos model to another layer. Now I select this second layer, and Kratos has moved to another layer here, and inside here I can delete all parts I want to delete. So okay, now I got Kratos head separated, and I can get it back to layer 1 by pressing M and press the first box here, and I got it back in layer 1. So now to get a better sense of alignment, you can press your keys on the numpad, number 1 key, number 3 key, number 7 key, and to go into auto mode, you can press the 5 button, so you will see every angle from straight to front. So now I align the Kratos head by right clicking it and pressing G. Press 3 and press again G. And as you can see, the Kratos head seems to be a little bigger. So I go into edit mode by pressing tab and scale it on the Y axis just a little bit. Pressing tab again and align the rest. So just for tutorial purposes, I won't take too much effort into it. So this seems to be okay for me. So if you want a good result, you better take care of a good alignment, and then you can go on. A quick side note that came to my mind a few minutes ago. The custom model you have might have not so many vertices as the Geralt model of Witcher 3. So let's check this. The Geralt model of Witcher 3 looks like this. Okay, has quite a lot around the nose and the mouth. The Kratos model has a lot too. looks like it has enough vertices. In case it has not so much vertices, I would suggest selecting your custom model, pressing Tab, pressing W, and press subdivide once, so the vertices will be doubled. This might be useful if your mimics on the new model are not looking good. So let's undo this and go on. So now the alignment has finished, and now we have to transfer these bones to the new custom model. So first we are going to select the Geralt head, then by holding Shift we press the Kratos head. Now on the bottom here we click Object Mode and select Weight Paint. Now on the left side we are looking for Transfer Rates. Click on it, then a little down on Source Layer, click on it and select by name. So this is already it. You can go into Object Mode again and delete the Geralt head. One side note here, before deleting Geralt's head, look into the right here, under the vertices tab here, copy this name of Geralt's head, and then you can delete Geralt's head, and we go on with clicking on Kratos head and pasting the name of deleted Geralt's head in here. If this happens to you, that it writes a .001 behind, just delete this .001 and this is okay. Then let me check something. Yeah, then on the top right look for the mesh. In this case the Kratos head is named mesh 43. So we right click it, rename it, and in this case it's called mesh mesh lot 0. So we just do it this because the game I think needs to know what mesh lot it needs to use. So okay, now we have done this. We check if the bones are attached to the head, to the new head. We right click on the bones, click on Object Mode, click Pose Mode. So I grab one bone and press G, and as you can see the bone moves but the head does not move. This is because we have transferred the weights to the model but we don't have attached the bones to the model. So let's do this. We right click on the Kratos head, Shift, right click on the bones, then press Ctrl and P, and then select with empty groups. So now the bones have been attached to the Kratos model, and let me grab another bone here and then again press G, and as you can see the model itself moves. So now one fix, and there's sometimes a bug that the ears are not working and cause strange bugs in game. So to fix this we we go into Object Mode, select the bones, press H just to hide them, then select the head again, and here again on the right you click this icon here, and we are looking for the ears. By the way, these are the bone weights here on the right, the vertex groups. So we are looking for the ears. For a better view on the weights, for every bone you can click on the bottom left here on this button. On this button and select weight paint. And as you go through the vertex groups, you can see which bone controls which part of the mesh. So we are looking for ear. Oh, there was it. And because it's bugged, we just delete the weight on the ears. So for this, we are already in weight paint mode. The weight we want to set to 0. And then we just paint everything blue here. Everything. Goes for both ears here. So this is okay. But we have not finished yet, because the ears are not weighted to the mesh at all. They would flow around the head of Kratos. So we are looking further to the head bone, which is the first bone in the vertex group section, and here we weight the ears to the head bone. So we again in weight paint mode, select on the upper left weight and make it max is 1, and then we paint everything that has to do with ear red. Okay, this seems to be okay so far, and then we are finished with this. Just before exporting, we have to edit the material of this head. So currently on the 3rd of October 2016, the Modkit is broken. Can't export and import XML and some texture files correctly. That's why we have to do a little workaround. So we are going to click the materials button here and call our material the same as the vanilla head material is. In this case, it's material 0. So just call the material 0. That's it. And then go to File, Export, Export as FBX, and head to your ModWitcher folder again. ModWitcher head tutorial. In this case, into the modded folder, characters, models, Geralt, head, model, and then click on the Geralt FBX as is already inside there. And before pressing Export FBX, we look into the left bottom side here, click armatures and deselect leaf bones. So this should be it. We hit Export FBX and then the model is correctly exported. So as I said, the Modkit is currently broken, so we don't have the opportunity to edit the FBX, the XML. In any case, any changes that will be done here will take effect, and that's why we can skip the XML editing part. One thing we need to know is what the textures of Geralt head are called. In this case, the textures are called H01, MG, Geralt diffuse 01 and normal 01. So I leave this open for a while, and now we need Kratos texture as a head of Kratos, the texture of Kratos head, and I already stored it in a folder near here. Yes, I was thinking I stored it there. Okay. Let me check where I got the texture. Kratos to use the texture and the normal map. Let me check. Yes, I have to create a new normal map. If you don't know how to create a normal map, a little hint here. I use PaintNet for creating a normal map. I open the creator's texture, then I downloaded a normal map plugin for paint.net, and here under effects, stylize, normal map plus. Just hit that button, press OK, and that's it. Now you have got a normal map here, and you can save it as normal map. Little side note, transparent normal maps don't work with the bugged Modkit at the moment, so don't use transparent normal maps. So now save the normal map, name it like that, normal 01, and save. Hit OK. So now I got my diffuse texture and my normal map texture. I copy them both and throw them into my Modwidget folder, head tutorial modded, and put them here. They already got the right name. As you can see, H01 MG Geralt D01 is the same as in the XML file. So now we have set up everything correctly, and we open again our Modkitchen program. Head to build a mod tab, name your mod. In this case I will name it Kratos head, and Modkitchen needs the file to the folder to have a mod before the name. Okay. Then you can click show files to import, and nothing happens because I did not set the mod working directory. So let's do this again with the mod Kratos head, and the mod working directory is in this case my Modwidget folder, head tutorial. Inside here is the modded folder with which Modkitchen needs. So I press OK, show files to import, and as you can see it will import the FBX mesh file and the two textures. Then just hit the build button, and this will take a few seconds again. So okay, it looks like Modkitchen has finished. Your build mod should be in yes, the path. Okay, now I head to my Modwidget folder again, head tutorial, and here we find our packed folder. Mod Kratos head is our newly created mod. I just copy it, then I go into my Modwidget directory, into my game directory. Sorry. Open mods and paste the newly created mod here, and then I open the Witcher game, and I really hope it worked, because in this process you can do little errors that will make the mod not working. So let's check. I open a save game, and we will see if the Kratos head is in game. So here we are, and it looks like it has worked. The Kratos head is in game with textures. Of course, the throat is missing because the Kratos head model has no throat. If you're using other models, make sure it has a throat. And even mouth movement seems to work. As you can see, the eyelid and mouth might not be perfect, but this is just because I did no proper alignment. I want to do it as fast as possible. You might take a little bit more care of alignment. A little side note here. I will quit Witcher3. Little side note. back to Blender, we have the weights here. And in the Vertex Groups tab, you can set the weights for any vertices of the mesh. So let's say I want to have a left eyebrow. So if your new model has a weird weighting on it, you can still edit it in here. So if the eyebrow is too high here, you can edit the weights here by setting the weight to 0 and just paint out that areas you don't want to move. Same goes with the lips here. If the lower lips covers a little bit of the upper lip, you can paint this upper lip out here. And as you can see, the lower lip is missing a little bit of weight here. You can set weight to 1 or 0.5 and paint the lower lip here again. And the same goes for the eyelids here. Do I find it? Eyelid. Lower eyelid here. Same goes for here. It's too much or too less, you can still paint it. So this wraps it up for this video. If you got any questions or side notes, please type a comment below. I am sorry if my wording was a little stumbled here, because I just wake up a few minutes before recording this video. Anyways, if you like this video, write a comment below or consider giving a like, and I would say we see you next time.